everyone, it's me, Krista. Welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. If not, welcome for the very first time to my little art corner here on YouTube. Today is part 2 of that Merpire creature drawing that I am doing. And this will not be the last part, because by the end of what is recorded here, I will still need to do the arms, hands, pelvic region, and the top of the thighs. So there will be at least a third part. Sorry, guys. I am just picking up where I left off with the previous drawing, with the exception of what is going on the top of the head region. I decided to change some of the line shapes because this makes a little bit more sense with what we have going on. It's not perfect, but it's better than it was before. And unfortunately, my camera was not on for that part. Thought it was, but it was not. Technical difficulties are awesome. But at this point, I'm just starting with the chest region, doing a bunch of lines using my sweet ebony pencil, going in with the Caran d'Ache luminance pencil in white. I will also be pulling in a Faber-Castell artist pen at some point that is also white, a brush pen in warm gray, and a couple of black markers at various points in the drawing. This guy is going to be all black and white, and I am using that Strathmore mixed media paper. The size is 9 by 12 in order to have a baseline to build off of. I also think when this guy is done that I will be cutting down that paper slightly just so it crops in on him a little bit more. And to do that, I do not have a paper trimmer, those ones that are kind of styled like a guillotine. First of all, those things terrify me. Second of all, I have two very curious cats who need to get in everything, and I do not trust them with that. Instead, I'll be using a ruler, possibly a T-square, and a box cutter. That's the process I use, and at least for most people, I think you guys might have a box cutter, an X-Acto knife, or a ruler lying around your house. It's a good, easy way to cut down paper. I always feel weird talking about these tips and stuff I do because it's not a tutorial. I don't really know anything, honestly. And I'm definitely not a teacher. It's just more about sharing my personal process, what I do, and if you want to try it and it works for you, good for you. If you have other ways of doing it, let me know in the comment section down below. I love hearing about other artists' processes and everything that works for them. I think a lot of creatives develop their own process. They might build off of a base knowledge, but we all have our own way of doing things, and sometimes sharing that information can open up other people's eyes about, oh wait, that might work for me and how I work. I know at least when I watch YouTube videos, or videos in general about other artists, I'm always fascinated by seeing their process and seeing how they manage what they're doing. I'm always fascinated by kind of seeing how their brain works and how they troubleshoot and their problem-solving skills. That's honestly my favorite part of watching art videos on YouTube, or on any other media, honestly. I also really enjoy seeing everyone's different styles, and furthermore, especially artists that I've watched or been aware of for a really long period of time, the growth they each individually have and how their style has changed and transformed. I also love seeing the confidence grow. And I like watching other artists, and I like seeing what they do, and I like taking bits of information. I just overall like learning. I always have. And it doesn't have to be in a formal setting. I actually prefer for it not to be. I like picking and choosing information from a lot of different sources and combining it together and kind of filtering it through my own individual lens. I also appreciate artists who swing big and are not afraid to make mistakes, but who are also willing to learn from those mistakes. I firmly believe that the creative process, you have to screw up a lot, and you have to not be afraid to try different things in order to learn from them. I think it's true in life, though. People learn most by messing up. I'm sorry this video itself isn't so much about the individual process I'm going through for this specific drawing. Part of that's going to be that was slightly talked about in the previous video, but it's also been talked about in a lot of other videos. I'm basically just setting up lines using pencil, playing around with some marker, jumping back and forth. It's really all I'm doing. Just following lines I've had set in and making a bunch of busy detail work for myself. The only main difference is that I'm using pencil a lot in this drawing, between the white colored pencil and then the ebony pencil. With both of those pencils, I do have to keep them sharp just because of what I'm doing. If they start dulling down and they don't have that nice, sharp, pointy tip, I won't be able to get the same line weight. For the line texturing, I'm just trying to follow the shape of the lines that I already have set up for the outline and help them to further define those shapes and to help give the illusion of a little bit of a 3D quality to it. And this project has definitely been one of the longer ones that I've done for a while on YouTube. Especially for Inktober, I was explicitly trying to do smaller pieces in order to be able to manage that and do a drawing a day, especially with the video on top. This one is a little bit bigger, a little bit more detail work, a lot more demanding, comparatively. And because of the techniques I'm using, and I still cannot find my darn compression glove. I have no idea where it went. I have to break this guy up and just stop when my hand starts hurting so I don't overdo it and do something silly. But I still want to make sure that I get videos out there for you guys, so that's partially why we are doing these broken up videos. I'm basically recording as much as I can in a session and then talking about it, or in cases like today, just talking about art in general. I also know, depending on how much longer this guy takes, that we might get 3 videos in a week instead of 2. Normally I upload on Monday and Friday, and if this guy takes that much longer, you might be getting a video on Wednesday as well. We will see. I will say the good thing about being past Inktober is now I can take as much time as I need to work on a certain idea, drawing, painting, sketch, and just go from there. It's pretty sweet. But yeah, this section of this process is almost done here. Like I said, we still gotta do the arms, hands, pelvis, legs, and I'll probably also be going back through everything to make sure the contrast points are where I want them to be and to clean up some stuff. So it's going to be at least 1 more video, might be 2 more. We will figure it out as we go. If you liked this video, please hit that like button. If you have any comments, questions, feelings, or concerns, please let me know in that comment section down below. If you want to see more videos like this, please feel free to subscribe. Thank you so very much for taking the time out of your busy day or night to watch this video and listen to me ramble about art stuff. I greatly appreciate it. I look forward to hearing from you guys soon, and you will definitely be hearing from me soon. Bye, everybody!